What happens when the Samoan werewolf collides with the American nightmare? Tonight on SmackDown, we witnessed an absolute war. Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes just delivered what might be the match of the year, and we're breaking down every single moment. I'm your host here at Suplex Rumble, and you do not want to miss this. Before we dive into the action, let's set the stage. Friday Night SmackDown, January 17, 2026, the WWE Universe was absolutely electric tonight. This wasn't just another match, folks. This was a collision course that's been building for weeks. Jacob Fatu, the man they call the Samoan Werewolf, has been an unstoppable force since arriving in WWE. His combination of raw power, devastating agility for a man his size, and that bloodline mentality has made him one of the most feared competitors on the entire roster. And then you have Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. The man who finished his story. A multiple-time world champion who has everything to prove every single time he steps between those ropes. The pressure? It never stops for Cody. These two titans were scheduled for a one-on-one encounter, and from the moment that bell rang, we knew we were in for something special. The match started with an intensity that you could feel through the screen. The moment Jacob Fatu's music hit, the atmosphere shifted. This man has presence. Walking to the ring with that focused, predatory look, you could see he came to make a statement. The Samoan Werewolf was ready to hunt. Then Cody's entrance, the WWE Universe erupted. The ovation for the American Nightmare was deafening. You can say what you want about Cody Rhodes, but that man knows how to connect with the fans. The energy he brings is absolutely unmatched. The bell rings and immediately, these two lock up in the center of the ring. The power struggle was intense. Fatu, using his strength advantage, shoved Cody back into the corner. But Rhodes wasn't backing down, he came right back with a forearm strike that echoed through the arena. The opening exchanges were stiff. We're talking hard-hitting, physical wrestling. Neither man was holding anything back. Shoulder tackles, knife-edge chops that had the crowd going woo. This was wrestling at its finest, folks. Jacob Fatu showcased why he's called the Werewolf with his incredible agility. A man that size should not be able to move like that. A spinning back elbow caught Cody flush, and you could see the American Nightmare reassessing his strategy right there. As we hit the middle portion of this incredible contest, the psychology was brilliant. Jacob Fatu started to impose his will. He grounded Cody with a series of powerful strikes and the devastating headbutt that's become his signature. The Samoan Werewolf was hunting, stalking his prey, and Cody was in serious trouble. Fatu locked in a nerve hold, trying to drain the energy from the American Nightmare. But here's where Cody's experience came into play. He fed off the WWE Universe. The crowd started chanting Cody, 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 and you could literally see the energy flowing back into him. Rhodes fought back to his feet, delivered elbows to the midsection, hit the ropes, disaster kick. The springboard dropkick connected perfectly, and both men were down. The referee started his count. The next few minutes were an absolute showcase. Cody started building momentum with his signature offense, the snap power slam, the uppercut, setting up for the Cody cutter, but Fatu had it scouted. The Samoan Werewolf caught him mid-move and transitioned into a thunderous Samoan drop that shook the entire ring. Near fall. Cody kicked out at 2, but you could see the impact took something out of him. Jacob Fatu was in complete control, and he knew it. That predatory smile, the Werewolf was ready to finish the hunt. This is where things went to another level. Suplex Rumble family. Jacob Fatu signaled for the end. He was setting up for the moonsault. Yes, you heard that right, a man of his size was going to the top rope. The risk, the athleticism required, this is why Fatu is special. But as he climbed, Cody showed that veteran ring awareness. Rhodes scrambled to his feet, caught Fatu on the top rope, and we got a superplex that registered on the Richter scale. Both men crashed into the canvas, and the WWE Universe was on their feet. The drama was incredible. Both competitors struggling to their feet, trading strikes in the center of the ring. Forearm, headbutt, forearm, superkick from Fatu. But Cody fires back with a desperation Cody cutter out of nowhere. The place went crazy. Cody crawled into the cover, 1, 2, kick out. Jacob Fatu kicked out. The resilience of the Samoan Werewolf was on full display. What happened next was absolute chaos. Cody, running on pure adrenaline, hit the ropes looking for the crossroads, but Fatu countered with a devastating pop-up Samoan spike. The impact was brutal. Cody crumpled, but his foot was under the bottom rope. The referee couldn't count. The ringside awareness from the American Nightmare potentially saved this match. We're in the final stretch now, and the intensity was at a fever pitch. Jacob Fatu, showing some frustration for the first time, dragged Cody to the center of the ring. He was calling for it again, heading to the top rope for that picture-perfect moonsault. The risk-taking mentality of the Samoan Werewolf. He leaped tremendous height, but this time, Cody moved. Fatu crashed and burned. The high risk didn't pay off, and now both men were struggling, trying to recover. Cody sensed his moment. He fought through the pain, grabbed Fatu, cross Rhodes. He hit it. The cover, 1, 2, no. Fatu kicked out. The American Nightmare couldn't believe it. The disbelief on Cody's face told the entire story. But Rhodes didn't waste time arguing. He called for it again, he needed another one. Grabbed Fatu, lifted him up, second cross Rhodes. Back to back. The cover, 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes wins. The American Nightmare pulled off an incredible victory over Jacob Fatu in what was an absolutely brutal battle. The respect these two warriors showed each other tonight was something special. Let's talk about what this match means, Suplex Rumble family. First off, Jacob Fatu has nothing to be ashamed of. In defeat, he proved exactly why he's one of the most dangerous men in WWE. His combination of power, agility, and sheer intensity makes him a threat to anyone on the roster. This loss doesn't diminish him, it elevates both competitors because of how incredible this match was. And Cody Rhodes? The American Nightmare continues to prove why he's a top guy in WWE. The perseverance, the heart, the ability to dig deep when it matters most, that's championship mentality. These are the kinds of performances that define careers. The post-match moment was powerful. There was a tense stare down, and you could see the mutual respect developing. Fatu extended his hand, and after a moment's hesitation, Cody shook it. The WWE Universe gave both men a standing ovation, and rightfully so. This match showed us everything we love about professional wrestling. The storytelling, the athleticism, the drama, the emotion, it was all there. This is the kind of match that gets people talking, that trends on social media, that reminds everyone why we love this business. So where do we go from here? Great question. For Cody Rhodes, this victory keeps him in the conversation at the top of SmackDown. Whether he's chasing championship gold or defending his position as one of the locker room leaders, the American Nightmare continues to deliver when the lights are brightest. You have to respect what this man brings to WWE every single week. Jacob Fatu, this story is far from over. A competitor of his caliber doesn't stay down for long. The Samoan werewolf will learn from this, adapt, and come back even more dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised if we see these two lock up again down the road, because the chemistry was undeniable. The SmackDown landscape just got even more interesting. With talent like this putting on matches of this quality, the possibilities are endless. Championship picture? Potential feuds? Dream matches? The future is bright, folks.